Real b-boys don't train. B-boys just dance. You know what I mean? Just jam and have fun. Like just inspiring others, to me is like the best feeling, I think. The possibilities is like endless. It's forever, you know? It's like, it's to the stars, you know what I mean? I really believe in that. Breaking is like the only thing that we can prove to the world that we're like superhuman. Where you gotta like go off, you gotta like feel it, you know what I mean? And being an original is like everything. So like, if they're doing what they want to do anyway, that's breaking, right? B-boy life is just life to me, you know what I mean? Like just inspiring others, it's to me, it's like the best feeling, I think. This dance is always forever original.
This is Renaud. My real name is Ryan. I'm from Rock Force Crew and Rhythm Bugs from San Diego. Well, I think the people in our crew, like, we're all different, you know. We try to do foundations and, you know, put in flavor with it and get powerful with it, you know, like fast, but with fluids and flows and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have footwork in it too, like, having fun. You know, be a character and just don't care what people say and just do your shit.
My name is Ryan, dance name is Reveal, from California, San Diego, born in the Philippines, now I live in Russia. And yeah, I found breaking. I discovered breaking first in the Bay Area when we used to live in around San Francisco, now Alameda. How I got my name? It started out from a joke, like an inside joke, and then I started using it for graffiti. And yeah, I guess it fits me, so I started using it because I like to like search and discover like it's the secret of whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I'm always learning and I wanted to know the truth. What made me start breaking is because everyone was doing it in school. So it was like the thing to do, like a sport, you know what I mean? And that was like the very beginning of breaking before we learned like the real dance, you know? So when Rocksteady came for B-Boy Summit, 94, and then like we learned like the real thing. The beginning was hard because we didn't really have any teachers, no workshops, no nothing like that. And it was just me and my brother pushing each other, learning from the kids in school and just watching. When I started getting into it more, and then coming back to California, yeah, you have to work, you know what I mean? So I was always hustling, doing full-time jobs, doing whatever I can to get by. Right now, I'm lucky and blessed to do it full-time. It's a hustle, that's for sure. But in the very beginning, before the internet, before like even DVDs, for like, I guess the business side of it, it's very hard, you know? Because in the beginning, you don't really have a business mind for breaking, because it's a street dance, you know? And it's still fairly new, I think. It's still young, if you really think about it. So like, I love breaking, you know? I'll even break at work, you know? This is my passion, and I love meeting new people. I love traveling, and like it takes me to so many places that I never thought it could take me to, you know? So it's like a tug of war, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if I want to quit or do something else. B-boy life is just life to me, you know what I mean? So I don't know if there's a title for it or even a name for that. I think you do whatever you want to do in life, you know what I mean? You go to school, you work, you know, whatever passion you have, you should fulfill it as much as you can. Even if you have a side job or a full-time, whatever it is, but if you have something that you really care for, you know, that's gonna make you feel more alive. Like they said, don't train hard, train smart. So just even just battle-wise, but like business-wise, you have to be careful, you know, like you can't always battle because you gotta be really careful at what you do, you know what I mean? Because you can get hurt. And then one night or one injury could like cost you your whole career. In the beginning, like when you fall in love with something and you're so like passionate about it, like damn, and you don't know, like you've been doing it for so long, then you start making money off of it, you start living off of it, you know, you feed your family with it. And if you could do that, that's dope. That's like amazing. That's like really, it's hard. It's very rare. And I think that's the point of life. If you can make a living off of something you love doing, go for it, you know? That's like God's gift to you. And in the same time, if you could like give it back to the community, you know, just making someone like satisfied and making a kid smile, that's like, it's a big difference for me, you know? The only thing we have was videotapes, you know? And that was like our library for knowledge. So we didn't really have that much, you know, we had tapes like Battle of the Year. Rocksteady tapes, you know, like Battle Squad. Zulu Anniversary. And I guess it goes for a lot of people too. It was the same for a lot of people. Like whatever we were growing up to, it was those guys we were learning from. And then when like around 2000 was coming, you know, like you just started like thinking totally different, you know. But even in the 90s, like everyone was developing, you know. So I think it was because it was just the footage that helped us a lot, you know. At that time, like throughout like the mid 90s, late 90s, I think that era was like really changing a lot. And I saw it too, you know, like I witnessed like the original breakers, the original b-boys, and then you started seeing like guys from LA.
There are insane moves that are previously thought of being impossible. You know, moves like head spins, halos, double halos, aerials, elbow spins, just crazy combinations.
I think it's because we didn't have that much influence. We just had Rocksteady and Battle Squad, Air Force Crew. So like, I guess when you see so much of these guys, that you start to like think different, you know? You gotta like go off, you know, you gotta like feel it, you know what I mean? And being an original is like everything. So like, if they're doing what they wanna do anyway, that's breaking, right? So if they're gonna learn the foundation, that takes time. So let them do what they wanna do. So I think that helped a lot because we didn't have that much knowledge, even though we had tapes from the original breakers. You know, like earlier in the workshop, we were just rolling around and I was like showing the kids like, this is how we came up with new stuff, new moves, just movement, you know? And we're like, damn, like I don't think these guys do this in New York, or Rocksteady don't do this, you know? So I think it's the lack of knowledge that helped us too.
We developed a new formula to the technique of breaking, which is the dynamic of Air Force now. You know, people don't know this. We took the basis from the East Coast and we twisted. We brought in air moves, power moves, combinations, and the most incredible tricks in the skills of the dance.
Yeah, you could totally be different. You could have your own look, have your own original style. You just have to like listen. That's all it is. Possibilities is like endless. It's forever, you know? It's like, it's to the stars, you know what I mean? And I really believe in that. Breaking is like the only thing that we can prove to the world that we're like superhumans, really, because we could do everything, you know? And if you just put your mind to it, and if you really like think like, damn, that's impossible, but if you really like train for it, you could do it. And so I think we can prove that this dance is always forever original, you know? Even though there's foundation to it, for sure, there's a structure to it to learn, but that you could always create something. Eric was doing hollows, push-up, he was doing crazy air chair spins and walks. Like, yeah, so many b-boys in the past was doing like creative stuff that no one's ever seen before. If you're still dancing, I think it's up to you it's your duty to to just show up and tell those kids and acknowledge to them, like, yo man, like this stuff is from this guy, or this style's from this crew. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. If you're still active, you know what I mean? Because if all these guys that inspired these guys to dance, and if they're not around, then it's, you know what I mean? Then they didn't really do their job, because, like, you know, you got to give them that input, that information. You know what I mean? But it's a good question, because I get that a lot too. Like, what if you killed it in those few jams, you know, and then like you quit, you know, and everyone's like doing their stuff. I mean, doing my stuff. Like, for example, like I know a guy like Caveman. I don't know if you know B-Boy Caveman from LA Breakers, and a lot of people are doing his stuff. And when I was like coming up, he was amazing. Like, you know, I used to battle against him and his crew. Then we became family, but he quit. But he didn't quit. He's still breaking. But the thing is, he's not active. He's not in the scene because he can't travel much. So that sucks. But he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the opportunity to get out there like me. But I think for us, we just need to acknowledge these kids, the new generation. Now you have so much b-boys out there and doing the same stuff. It's hard to like, you know, prove that, like, yo, like, you know, I did this first, or this guy did it before you. Because I mean, that's just the whole thing about breaking. It's hard because you can't really label something that you created and then you like copyright it, you know, because there's gonna be a new kid from anywhere. He's like 7 years old doing it, and he's like amazing at it. As long as they flip it, that's fine. You know, I always try to tell them, like, just flip it as much as you can, or do it like just 10 times crazier where it doesn't even look like him anymore. But yeah, it's hard. You know, there's so many people dancing now. It's, you know, you got to just figure it out on your own. You know, if you got it, you got it. But yeah, battle it out, I guess. Like, if I had to choose like a particular time, I think is where I saw something that like made me think, like, damn, like this is breaking right here. This changed everything. You know what I mean? It was around like 99, you know? But throughout the 90s, there was just so many moments, you know, like from Rocksteady to Style Elements to Boogie Brats. Like, those three crews inspired me a lot, that's for sure. So I could say, like, I could bring up guys like Ken Swift. The first time I saw him dance in the circle at B-Boy Summit after party, he wasn't breaking at all. He was just straight dancing, top rocking, just rocking, up rocking, Brooklyn rocking.
So whatever I remembered, I was like, well, I seen him do that, and I seen him comb his hair, and I seen him put something in his pocket.
And me and my crew, my first crew, we were like, wow, he's just straight dancing. And everyone's like still breaking, but, you know, but he was dancing so much that you start listening to the music with him. You're like, okay, now it makes sense, you know? In the beginning, we were just top rocking, and then we just break. But when he did that, it changed everything. We're like, damn, because you have to see it live. Videos, it's like one dimension. You don't really feel the energy. You don't see, you know, the music. You know, when you're there in the cypher, you see the music in that dancer. And second, for sure, I saw Storm. When I saw Storm in person, I was like, damn. He's done everything in the book. Like if there was a dictionary of breaking, he did it all. Like, he's like the guy who created it, or he's like a scientist, you know? Yeah, I guess that's how I would describe his style. Like, he figured it out. But everything he did was like extraordinary. He's like a master he mastered breaking, really. One more guy is KML. You know, he's one of my biggest inspirations. For real. And when I saw him live in a cypher, it changed everything too.
Boogie Brats! Boogie down Bronx, baby!
he completed breaking, you know what I mean? So like when I saw him, it was just like, it was all about the music. It wasn't just about his breaking, his power moves. It was everything. It was literally the music. It's like you could see it in his body. And he knew the music, so it was like, damn, we need to do our homework. That was like a dream come true, because I always wanted to battle him. And you know what I mean? There was a time that I even was looking like him. So people wanted to see that battle anyway, because I was doing like tricks and flips like him. And I was like, all right, this is my chance. I could prove to him, but I don't know. It's not a competition. It was just an exhibition. So, you know what I mean? But it was an honor to battle him. So same goes for the other guys. If I had a chance to battle Storm, if I was at his peak or his prime, or Ken Swift at his prime, I would do it. Because I have so much respect for these guys that they open my eyes, my mind, you know? So I think it's like those main three guys that changed, you know, changed everything. Not just for me, like the whole world. I'm not that type of like angry b-boy if you like do something that I did, you know what I mean? Because like I've done it before. I was in their position too, you know what I mean? So you just have to like learn, flip it. You know, there's always a new day. You just have to like just be original. That's all it is. It's just either you got it or it takes time for you. But there's people that need help, you know what I mean? So that's why I like doing this, you know. If I get the opportunity to help others and younger kids, yeah, I'll be there. I'll teach for hours, you know what I mean? Because I was there, I was one of them. I didn't have any help. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know, maybe I was copying people. I was biting Rocksteady. I looked like Crazy Legs. I looked like Kenny. I looked like Himel. So I feel that kid, you know, like he didn't have help. But now I've been through it. I've learned a lot. I have some type of knowledge. So yeah, if I have the opportunity to help all these kids or whoever, I'm down for it, you know what I mean? Like just inspiring others, it's to me, it's like the best feeling, I think. You know, really, it is. And I think that's what keeps me going. That's why I have this drive, you know, I'm gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? So that's really like my how do you say it? My juice, you know? Like it's what keeps me going, because if I inspire this kid and I make a difference with just one kid at the workshop, or like I always meet guys like, yo man, I watched you on footage, you know, years ago, you know, like damn, like they always bring back memories too for me. And so it just goes for everyone, because they're gonna get it too. If they keep training hard, they're gonna get that same type of energy from other people. They're gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna get their props. And so to me, we're just carrying on the tradition. I want to make a shout outs to everyone out here in Switzerland. Shout outs to Eldro, who made all this happen, you know what I mean? And my crew, Killafornia, Rock Force, everyone out there still doing their thing, you know, because I am. Shout outs to you guys. Yeah, man. Thank you.